Hello, it is Joe here from Rove Motorhomes in Selston, and today I'm just going to be showing you how to work the Bessacarr e495. So, coming around here, that is your freshwater drain. If you are done with the water and you want to drain it, you just twist that like so, and that's it draining out. There is your freshwater fill, so you can get a hose pipe, pop it in there, and that's your fresh water. If you do have a aqua roll or bucket and you want to siphon it up through there, then you do have a pump that goes in there as well. Just here, that is your electrical mains hookup lead. That's where that will go. And then the cassette toilet is like so. So it has got a set of wheels on it, so it can be a trolley dolly. When you're emptying it, undo that there, tip it upside down, and make sure you push that button just there. That puts a bit of air at the back of it, stops it getting splashed. When you are putting the blue in, just to clean it and disinfect it, you can put it in through there or in through that bit just there. Just don't put it in through the toilet itself, as it can stain the bit. So, and then your fresh water, and then your toilet flush, you just pop in there. As you can see, it's full at the minute with the pink stuff as well, so the pink stuff goes in there, and that is your toilet flush water. And then when you pop in this back in, just make sure that that handle is below and that green pit pops in there, like so. And then this one here, this is your waste water drain. So same as the fresh, this is just the waste water which you've already drained off. So that is the water coming from the sink, the shower, and your bathroom basin. That is your flue. If you are working off gas, make sure you take that off because there is a cover on it. So make sure you take it off, and that's it uncovered now if you are working off gas. You've got the reversing cameras just up there, and then the bike rack if you are looking to use it. And then coming round to the opposite side, you've got access to underneath one of the sofas. You have got the carpets in there as well, which we have cleaned for you. Also underneath here, so it just is that is where the leisure battery sits, just there. And then in here, you have got the gas bottle. So with the gas bottle, if you are wanting to use it, it's just on the head there. There is an open and closed that you should be able to see. And just open and close it. When you are travelling, make sure you do close it off because you don't want it to be gone. There is a safety valve, a crash sensor on it anyway. But yeah, open it up if you are wanting to use it. Make sure it's tied in with these straps as well here, which we will show you when you are here to collect. This is just a bit of an additional safety bar, say grab handle, or if you do want to have it as a safety feature, that does then look across there. And then there are the vents behind your fridge freezer, and that is the diesel fill just there, which works off your ignition key. The awning we will show you when you do get here. Yeah, pause it now on. Hello, it is Joe here again. So now I'm just going to show you your kitchen and bathroom area in one video. So we'll start off with the microwave. It is just a standard household microwave, nothing too fancy about it. You have got your main switch just there, which is now turn the microwave on, and you can just start it. So that's that. It's a nice, easy microwave to work. Knock it off there. Then you have got your oven. So that is your electric hot plate. Use that as much as you can if you are on site. It's what you're paying for on your site fees anyway. And that just operates off this dial here. And then you've got the 3 hob burners, which ignition is just there. And then 1, 2, 3. If you have just put the gas on, sometimes there might be a bit of air in pipes, so you just need that to come through first, but they're all on fine. And then coming down to the grill, I'll take that out, we don't want to set fire to it. So you got your grill just there. If you don't want to have to distort your neck as well, you can also see it in the reflection that it's on. And then oven, just there like so. So again, say nice and easy, just like a standard household. When you are travelling though, make sure that this is down, but also if you've had the electric hot plate on, let it get cold first because you don't want that to come down and smash. You've got the water just here, which is a good flow rate. You might be able to hear it in the background, you might not, but there is the pump then going off again. and then that should start to get warm as well. There we go. Yeah, so that the hot water system is nice and easy. I will show you how to operate it. And then coming down to the fridge area, just here. So you wake the fridge up just by pressing the on button there. If you want to turn it off, just press and hold that. The same if you want to turn it on. So this is indicating at the minute it's automatically working off electric, as you can see with that flame, and it's at its coldest temperature. If you want to change any of this, so now it is just working off electric, not automatically, it's just working off electric. That is now flashing at us because it's trying to work off the vehicle battery. It only works off the vehicle battery when the ignition is on, so it will flash at us now. Press it again, and that's it working off gas. Self-igniting, you don't need to do anything with it. That is just now it working off gas. And so then coming back again, so that's it working off electric. With the automatic, it's going to find electric first. If the electric trips for whatever reason, then it's going to try and go under gas. And then press it again. This is the temperature. Say 1 is the warmest, for want of a better phrase, and 5 is the coldest. And then going into it, that's your fridge just there. You have got a freezing compartment just here as well. So all nice and easy to operate. So we'll just pop that back onto there. And then coming into the bathroom area. So again, it's just showing you that everything is working. Just a bit. There we go. And I'll pop in this way. So the shower and the sink is the same thing. So that pulls out there and pops up just here. But then you have got on, and then to release it, press that button back there. And that's it. Nice and easy again. Just when you are travelling, make sure it is back in its safe spot. The toilet here. So that's your flush. As you can see, the pink stuff's come through. And then to release the contents of the bowl into the cassette, slide across your set. You have also got a light that will come up here to show you how full the cassette toilet is. So it does a half full and then full. So just keep an eye on that as well. And that's that. So say that's your kitchen and bathroom done. On the next video, I will show you how to operate the heating systems. So coming on to the heating and hot water. So just down here. So this one is your electric hot water. So if you are wanting to use this, it is fairly simple. It's just 50 degrees, 70 degrees. And that is a hot water. That's it's a nice, easy one to work. That's if you're working off electric. This one is if you want to work the heating off electric. So what you've got off just there. Then you got 0.5 kilowatt, 1 kilowatt, and 2 kilowatts. So this outer ring that's spinning here, that's just what it's working. This middle dial here, that is the temperature. So 9 is about 30 degrees, and then I believe it goes down in about 3 to 4 degree increments. So just find out what temperature is best for you. So again, it's a nice simple one. That's how the electric hot water, electric heating. Now, if you're wanting to work the heating off gas, it's this one here. So what you do, you pop it down, twist it. You might have been able to hear the clicks, but that's it now working off gas. Again, this is like the temperature, so just how strong the flame is. So that's that. And then what it will then do, if you have that bit on there, that is now going to warm up this face. If you then, once it's got to a good temperature, if you then knock it across, that's then going to take the air from there and push it out of the vents that you can see down in the corners. And then this one here is just the fan speed. So that's how fast it's blowing the air out of the vents for you. So that's the gas heating. And then you've got just here, that is the gas hot water. So again, it is just simple of, you got it on, that's off with the rocker switch in the middle, and then that's on a bit more. It just gives it a bit more oomph. And that is it. Say it's a very simple system to use, this one. So you got your electric hot water, electric heating, gas heating, gas hot water. And then just up here, you have got the main control unit. A very simple one to use. So what you've got there is your master switch. So that turns everything off. And then you've got your water pump. If you're wanting to use your taps, make sure that's on. That's your warning light. That's your view levels. And then that's the cabin lights, which now will come on. Say again, it's a nice, easy system to work. I will show you all this in person. Just kind of gives you a bit of an idea, just for when, if you do get lost with it. And just one more that I forgot to mention, and that's the hot water tank. If you want to drain that, you just lift that yellow tab up just there. But yeah, lift it up, and then that drains the hot water tank as well. That's that. So you've got your draining points. You've got one there, and you've got the fresh and wastewater on the outside.